So we're unmuted and we should be here live. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We got typing from Dion. Just
Sorry.
for everybody. It's
I'm
the
plugging.
it's the ASMR stream of the night. So we're here. There it is. Enhance. We're here to play some D&D.
It gives no F's.
Every other Monday, we're here playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, which is a lot of fun if you haven't watched it yet. It's a chaotic game, full of puns, the likes which have never been seen.
And that's cold.
It's cold. Why? These are the best puns of all
Get
of
it?
the
Because it's
puns.
Icewind Dale? Because it's Icewind Dale.
I didn't get it.
I did. I got it.
Okay, but we're here to play D&D, and we got a couple things we got to get off the top, get it out of here. We're sponsored by Roll20, Roll20.net. This is how we roll. Going left to right for Robo in the chat. The hashtag best mod ever, by the way. If you haven't, I would follow all of the streams that Robo mods for. It's like 400, and best mod. He gives that face. I'm giving you a compliment, Robo. Best mod out there. Sorry, other mods. Deal with it.
There are mods and there are gods.
He is probably a god of a mod.
That's what I'm going. That's where I'm going. I think you're right.
True. But we are sponsored by Roll20.net. If you haven't checked them out yet, one of the best virtual tabletops out there. They have like 8 million users and going. It's free to join, free to play. You can buy stuff if you want. They have a pretty good marketplace of add-ons, of modules, of whatever you're looking for. Probably the best virtual tabletop out there. Most consistent, most well-rounded. It's the jack of all trades. It's got more than just D&D on there. It's got something I'm trying to get Friendon to do called Mondrosity, where you describe a monster, but then you have to draw it, which, if you didn't know, Friendon does that with Pokemon characters. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you still do that, but you did do that.
Yeah. I do that with regular monsters, Pokemon characters. Chat will tell me, give me descriptions, and then I draw the weird things.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's that, but on Roll20, and we should do that sometime, I think, as a community. That'd be great. But
super down.
Roll20.net, this is how we roll. Click your token first. I think those are some of our hashtags and sayings that we have for it. We have some pretty amazing people in the chat already too. Ginkgo, welcome, fellow Minnesotan. Didn't know that. Which, by the way, Ginkgo lives like 10 minutes from my house. So, well, I don't know exactly, but the area that Ginkgo is. So that's cool, I suppose. I probably won't ever go to see you, Ginkgo. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. He's outside your bushes.
Oh. Yeah. I don't even know how to recover from that, but Ginkgo is a fellow Minnesotan. We bonded over Duck Duck Grey Duck, which, if you don't know, Minnesota is known for Duck Duck Grey Duck and not Duck Duck Goose. That's
crazy making. That's not real, right?
The legit real. I did not know that, and I'm like, what are these words that you're saying? They're like, yeah, let's play Duck Duck Grey Duck. I'm like, no.
I gotta go. I'll see everybody later.
I think you gotta elaborate. Like, what is Duck Duck Grey Duck?
They say Grey Duck instead of Goose.
Like, you're sitting around in a circle, duck.
Anyways,
goose.
our sponsors today.
Yeah.
So are they Canadian Grey Ducks?
No. I just think they're all gray ducks. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm a Minnesota transplant. I don't adopt, that and hot dish and all that other silly stuff they do here. Mm-hmm. But all right. So moving on to sponsors, Found Familiar Coffee. foundfamiliar.com/FeatherFall. It's coffee. It's amazing. Good people, good coffee. All you need to know. 10% off, I think, is where you do that. Yeah, I'm gonna butcher the name. Yasharix. Why not Rainbow Duck? I don't know. Maybe we could change that. Let's start that. We could just start that forever. I think would be great. Next sponsor, Skull Splitter Dice. Tried and true, always there. Good dice, good company. Skullsplitter.com. Use the link that Robo is going to put in the chat. Get 10% off your first order there as well. They do mystery bags of dice, by the way. You can sign up for, like reoccurring shipping, which would be cool. But I don't need that much dice. I got one set that I use religiously. There's no dice jail here. You just roll with the punches.
Are you really a D&D player?
Yeah, I
You
am.
don't have a collection of dice?
Don't dice shame me. I don't appreciate
I'm
it.
dice shaming.
You know what? Actually, don't dice shame the people that do over-collect dice as well. I have a problem.
They're just nice.
Just like having dice.
Just nice. I just love the dice. Yeah. That's fine. Do what you want. Like Friendin, you could have 800 books back there of different systems. Yeah. Who knows if you're going to play them all? They're there.
Never. I'll never have the time. Life is short. I'll play a third of them and die.
Heck yeah. Also, I feel like we don't have our, Icewind Dale music running.
Oh.
Thanks, Roll20.
DMCA takedown.
Did you, have you heard the rendition of the Game of Thrones song where it just dubs Peter Dinklage?
I love that so much.
Oh,
Peter
wow.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Peter
And
Dinklage,
I
Peter
shit you not, you will not get it out of your head every time you hear it.
There's a floppy wieners version.
I think Travis needs to sing it for us though, the Peter Dinklage one.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, I've sang enough of it, and
You did
can
so
fill in
good
the gap
though.
in there.
Keep going,
Oh,
keep going.
mm-mm.
He will later. We gotta get a few
No, I
drinks
will not.
in.
I
Gotta
don't have
put it
drinks
in
to
there.
drink.
He's
so I'm not-
gonna. It's gonna be a channel point redemption when he starts streaming his speedruns of Zelda. Someday. London Hi Friends. That must be a Chicago thing. Definitely not a Minnesota thing.
Wow.
So
It's a South Park thing. Definitely Colorado.
Look at him stretch. I'm so sorry, everybody. You have to acknowledge the long boy in the background.
I do,
Mr.
and I
Nugget.
love it. So I mean, we've bullshit for 8 minutes. We are here to play D&D. We got a couple things we need to do. We have some amazing streamers in the game with us, so let's go ahead and give a moment to recognize how amazing these people are. Here for the funsies. I'm sorry, here for funsies. I say here for the funsies. It's incorrect. Rebel, again, hashtag best mod ever. Put all of their Twitches in the chat for those of you that do stream. Travis is in between. He said he might. I doubt he will, though. We're trying to get him to start his speedruns of Zelda again, but don't want to pressure him too much. And then we have Homebrew RP. If you haven't yet, check out Lord of Chance over at Homebrew RP. A good sister channel to our channel here. We have Church that plays in one of our games. We're gonna have Master Misunderstood play in one of our Star Wars games if we ever get it going. Just good people over there. And then Substance Used, Dion was streaming Chrono Cross earlier today, which is always a good time. If you call it a garbage game, we will find you.
It's
And
pretty
yell at
much
you.
the best worst sequel ever.
Exactly. Chrono Cross was amazing.
But terrible.
Then we have Friendin flexing up there.
Damn it. God damn it, I was not
just like-
flexing.
he's just
Sometimes things itch, okay? If you want me to flex, I can flex.
You
It's
guys know
merely
you guys know where the
backstretching.
gym is it that
Oh,
way?
god damn it, y'all. No. Okay.
Let him
You know what? I
show
do know
off
where the gym
everything.
is. I do know where the gym is. Thank you.
It's on the floor where you do all your push-ups.
Exactly. It's right there.
But Friendin, amazing artist. If you haven't yet, check out his stream. Doing all of the art out there that you could art. I mean, he does all of the arts of the art that is possibly of art.
It's true.
He makes paintbrushes too, and he has a Patreon for that. So if you need paintbrushes for all of the art, check
If
out
you
his
already
art.
hard, then you know where to go.
You gotta go to his OnlyFriends account to get the paintbrushes.
I actually own onlyfriends.art.
Do you really?
Onlyfriends, FRENS.art. Yes,
Oh my
I own
God,
it.
I love it. So we gotta make that we gotta keep promoting that so it gets traction. Get them all the traffic there. But yeah, so these are our great streamers that are here with us. Be sure to give them a follow. We got some stuff happening in the chat. Friendin, 5 months. Thank you so much for renewing that. I mean, we're almost out of our second trimester of that baby. And then we had an NPC rename of Arnold. Thank you, Ginkgo. And then a reroll from Cranky. So all of these will pile up throughout the night. A couple of other things along with the streamers. We have some amazing people in chat that Rob was already shouted out. Just want to say, thank you everybody for coming to hang out with us. We always appreciate it. And as we've kind of changed a few things, you'll see that the commands charity and donate in the stream title. We've decided to open up donations and charity a little bit more. We were getting a lot of gifted subs, and instead of helping the corporate greed machine, we decided to see if we can make that work in a different way, right? And that way it would be just donate half of that instead to Amazon to charity. And if this prevents us from getting Twitch partner ever, cool. But yeah, so we've decided to do ASPCA. That may change in the future, but we're at about $140 so far in a half a month, which is more than I expected. I just expected it to be just every once in a while. But so instead of gifted subs, hey, why not give it to the animals? During this time there's a lot of not a lot, how about that? That's the word I'm looking for. Not a lot going to the animals. So me and my wife during COVID, we started fostering dogs to just, instead of them getting euthanized or whatever, because there was a huge influx of people getting rid of dogs. Cranky donated $10. Cranky, thank you. We'll start off the game with 2 $5 rolls, which, as that is. But so we started fostering dogs. We had our first foster fail. I posted a couple pictures in the Discord. Piper, so she is now ours officially, and we hope to continue doing that to help. So also this will help just down the line as well. Robo Raygun, $2. Thank you so much. We'll get the $2 roll going too. Gentendo, thank you for the resubscribe for 4 months. Always appreciated. So with all of that said, we do roll different donation amounts. $2 is a small table. $5 is a bigger table that will have one character impact. $20 is the biggest table that will impact the entire party. So that is that one gets a little crazy. I think in one of our games, Cranky got 2 wish spells right off the bat, and it was like game over. Anyways, Friendin, $5. Friendin, thank you so much. But all right, so let's go ahead and pick up into D&D where we last left off, which, if anybody remembers, 2 weeks ago, you guys were able to work through the Howling Dungeon, as they called it. We changed the name a little bit, so we don't have to call it what they actually called it.
The Moaning Dungeon?
The Moaning Dungeon. It was...
Wait, was that actually the name?
Yes. And it was...
No.
Yeah. So we were...
Not to bemoan the point.
Yeah, and so you guys made it through there. You were able to defeat the Night Hag, or Sea Hag, I'm sorry, and you saved a turtle barbarian by the name of Druid.
I'm a druid.
I'm sorry, did I say barbarian? I knew,
Yeah,
in my head I knew it was
it's in
Druid.
my name,
it's in the
bro.
name. Druid Barrymore. You saved from being made into turtle soup. Actually, I would say Druid saved.
I was fine. I had everything under control.
I would say Druid saved the party. And in that fight, we lost Varys in one hit, cut down by the monstrosity that the Sea Hag was creating, and there we met Rhaegal, not to be confused with Ray Friendin. But you guys made it back to town, no issues. And you had an interesting talk with the fairy person. Ferry, just in case people were curious.
I would call it a very good talk. Yeah.
It was a fairly good talk.
God.
See, you come for the game, stay for the puns. That's what we're here for.
It's all I contribute.
Friendon, did you like that raisins one? That was pretty good. I liked it.
Oh man, I saw that tonight in the Discord when I got my PC back up and running. And I was like, this was the joy I needed in life right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of that, if you haven't yet, join our Discord. We just pass memes back and forth all day. And we got a new channel just for Lola. Hashtag all the ducks. I mean, it's all about ducks, and all of ducks were given in that channel. So
nice. Sounds like you've got the ducks covered. Duck and cover.
Some might say they do give a duck in that channel.
Feather or not, you like it.
Feather or not, you like it here at FeatherFall Tabletop, where bad puns come to die.
Man.
Yeah, so you guys made it back to town, had a good conversation with the ferry person, and you found out maybe a little bit more is going on with the captain than you thought, and you decided, hey, let's go check out John Travolta, thanks to the NPC names that are out there, in the clergy of the Frostmaiden, and there had been a crowd started to gather. And that's where we'll pick up. So the party has kind of rejoined, I believe. Little Big, Doc, and Ray. You all were pretty far, maybe 5 minutes behind Narak and Druid. There's a space in there. You're about 5 minutes behind, but at this point you've all arrived. And Narak, Druid, you see in the church itself that there is, the crowd gathering, and you kind of pushed your way through that crowd to find out that John has met a tragic end. And before we do get started, there is a content warning. All this duck talk reminded me of it. So there's a content warning. This is an over 18 stream. If you're not 18, there's probably a different stream out there for you. This does have different topics that are tough to deal with. It is solitude and some of the things that come with deep, endless winters. And it is mature, but we're immature at being mature. So with that said, all right, that's where we'll pick up.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I need that button.
Robo.
Oh yeah, and your little got button.
One thing, if anybody knows, I can't figure out how to make it go louder, so I have it all the way at the top. I do have a fun button that it just says Robo.
Robo. Robo. Robo.
I love that.
Over and over again. I need to figure out how to make it louder, though.
Did you ever get a rim job on there?
A rim shot.
The joke is I said rim job instead of rim shot. And so everybody's like, what an idiot.
Oh, I thought she just did it.
No, I thought we were talking about our module, Rim of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, that one.
Robo, it's all because we love you.
Robo.
Robo is the bomb.
But yeah, so that's where we'll pick up. Game going.
I turn to the nearest person and I'm like, what happened? We just got back. This is very convenient timing for this sort of issue to happen.
It is narratively convenient, I will agree.
Well, I think it was sometime last night, but in the
It took you this long to come across this body.
Well, service wasn't until this evening, so
yeah, but you would have thought that maybe like more than one person was working this joint.
Maybe. I just got here myself.
The clergy's in on it.
The clergy's in on it. Surprise.
Y'all. I need to tell you something we learned, okay? And then I want to get everybody close
Group huddle.
and recap the ferryman's message to us, which was who not to trust and why. I have that he told us that, and it was Captain Arglaf is the untrusted one, if I remember right. The lady who was the head of the guard.
But she gave me such girl boss energy.
I know. And she was talking about essential oils and pyramid schemes and all sorts of things with you, but
Not a pyramid scheme.
It's always those MLMs.
Entrepreneurial. It's an entrepreneurial opportunity for women.
why they have a pyramid on the side of the oils?
I'm not talking to you right now. Let's figure out what to do about John Travolta. Who can we go to? Who can we trust at this point? Because that was our guy that we were going to go to.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's dead, conveniently, in a narrative sense. And now we gotta go. Are we gonna go over to Homegirl or no? Because obviously we can't trust her. Who's this ferryman? I don't know him. I don't know where he comes from. He might be the bad guy too. I don't know.
Who'd he say that? Who'd the ferryman say that we could trust? Did he?
John.
John
he said-
Travolta.
yeah.
He did.
What a Travoltan development.
And that's it? That's the only one?
Pretty much. And the other, he gave us a note on Speaker Daneth, and I can't remember what that note was. It's the one thing I forgot to write down.
Does it write notes?
I believe it was that he would probably be in on it as well. As
Okay.
captain.
Okay.
Could could I kind of investigate the scene and see if like anything stands out and
I do.
Yeah.
like from a forensic standpoint?
Yeah.
Smart.
CSI Miami. I can't remember what that guy's name is. But sure. Just give me a. What specifically are you looking for? Because it'll determine the check that you're gonna make.
I'll go with was he, are there like defensive wounds? Did he know the attacker, or was he caught like blindsided with the candlestick in the back of the neck?
Robo.
Yeah, so that would be a medicine check.
Medicine? I'm not proficient. I was gonna ask if I could assist him with that.
Yeah, I let people do that. Anyways, even if you're not proficient, second set of eyes
Okay.
is always good. So either one of you rolls with advantage, or you each just roll a straight medicine check.
Take the advantage.
Got it. So I start going through my kit and pull out different things and start poking and prodding. Particularly, they look like sticks, and I'm just poking a body.
I stand nearby and watch incessantly, supervising.
Heck yeah, I would.
14.
14. 14. Yeah, with a 14, you get the so as you look at the body, it was a stab wound directly to the front of the chest. And just it's been that way for a couple hours. So you get the person that Narak you were talking to outside is being truthful with, they think maybe it was early this morning, but they weren't found until this afternoon. And you do see that it was almost like they were having a conversation. So clearly it wasn't like a random attack. And that the hand, like as the sword or whatever is going in, it has wounds from that.
Stab wound, no struggle. So somebody he knew or trusted, or at least didn't not trust.
I mean, could we tell how long he's been dead?
Yeah. It's
Hours.
been
So-
about, yeah.
They must have not known we got here because we haven't been here for more than an hour, yeah? Yes,
Yeah,
no,
no.
maybe so.
Sorry,
I don't know.
Say that one more time.
How long have we been here?
You've been there for maybe 5-10 minutes.
Like just in town. An hour? maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so it was definitely before we got back. So it wasn't because we came back. Okay.
Does
It's
he
not
look
our
like he was
fault.
run through?
Yeah.
So it's bigger than a dagger.
I'm gonna dramatically try and see if I can find like any thing on his person. I'm just like, John, no! Not John Travolta! The best of us all!
And you'll
You know, I was really interested in joining this church. I hear that Dianetics and Scientology really change lives.
I'm looking for like any notation of who else we could talk to. He's got like a business card or something.
Yeah, you don't like everybody's. They kind of look and then they'll parse through really quick. You don't see anybody really just hanging around. You do see a couple of the city guards eventually coming.
Where's the mortician? Where's the constable?
And then with those city guards, you do see Captain Arglath in tow. And as they're walking towards the scene, they're trying to calm everybody down and disperse the crowd.
I turn to sorry, I don't remember Travis your character's name.
Ray Gull.
Ray.
Like the
I need
dragon
you to-
from...
I need you to take the cauldron and just kind of so she doesn't see it.
I think we had it all covered.
I didn't know what it was.
Yes, we did cover it so that
Okay,
we could
okay.
discreetly
We were on
carry
top
it through
of it.
town.
Okay,
You're
never
right.
mind.
No, good instinct. You're right. We got it hidden.
I'm a knower.
So this captain seemed to be walking up to where we are to inspect the crime scene as well.
Yeah, they're coming up to the crime scene, and they're moving, citizens out, and as they see you, the captain's like, "Oh, you've made it back. I'm so happy to see you. But it does appear to be under unfortunate circumstances."
I look towards her sword to see if I can see any blood.
Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna
With my
do that.
skull splitter dice.
I want to also do a perception check, actually, if I'm available to.
14 plus. Come on, pages.
I'm getting banned from my own stream now.
It'd be like that all the time. Investigation, you said?
Perception. And
Perception, you
Druid
said?
you can perceive as well.
Damn it, +0. But if it was investigation, I got a +5.
How about an
So-
18?
Oh shit!
You see that the sword has been recently polished, cleaned.
How recently is the question?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
I guess let's bring it in here and maybe a team huddle. We can talk about what you know and we can start the investigation. I suppose.
What we found out is that this happened a couple hours ago. Where have you been, Missy? This is your town, and this is not girl boss energy letting this sort of thing happen in your town, and it'd be over several hours of not finding his body.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Something like this, they take people's pantsuits away for it.
Yeah.
And as you do see, she is in pantsuit armor. It's like armor that was made out of pantsuit material.
So does she look like Hillary Clinton by chance?
No, that's not a thing. These aren't things. She looks like a person in armor.
She's in bikini armor.
Bikini armor,
No.
yes.
Having,
The
like,
worst.
No vital organ.
It's so
And-
protective.
In the middle of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it leaves just enough for the belly button to hang out. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
No.
we've all been there.
and Yesharak's Narak is Karen backwards.
Yeah.
Jokes on us. If I knew that ahead of time.
You could have never guessed. It's a complete secret.
Yes. But yeah, hey, let's bring it in. So what, Narak? You seem to be. So you seem to know something. Do you know what happened? Who might have done this? Where you know?
Well, I don't want to be that guy. But we did lose a party member because of John. But I thought he was a nice guy. We just met him recently. But I felt like we had a good vibe. Like, our souls were connected in some sense.
What do you? Who did you lose? Did John kill one of your teammates?
No, we didn't kill. You must have known one of our party members who was.
Nikki got chased out of town.
Oh,
I didn't trust John, but you know what? There's some other folks around here I trust even less.
Nikki Cage. Nikki Cage got busted for petty theft. And
I don't think you're thinking of the right Nikki Cage. Our Nikki Cage would never get busted.
No. She would never get bested, let alone busted.
Well, then we have somebody by the name of Nikki Cage who seems to be able to change their appearance at will.
Then why would they keep the name Nikki Cage?
Note to self, Narak, we're gonna have to bust Nikki Cage out of jail.
Put that on the agenda.
I was just
agenda.
hoping Gentendo was still in chat.
I would
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
The rage of just hearing that John Travolta might have been a good person.
Yeah.
But so he couldn't have killed Nikki. I see you're down one other party member.
We lost him on our quest.
Yeah.
What was his name? It started with a V. Varys.
Victor.
Victor.
I don't want to talk about it right now, okay? I'm very emotional, very raw.
Kind of like this stab wound here. Who do you think might have wanted to make this happen?
Let's get back to this.
You're all talking at once, and my brain is. We've had two of our citizens perish here recently, and unfortunately, we don't have that often up here.
Ooh.
Yeah, the wizard that you put to death, you mean?
Well,
Or is there somebody else?
you know, well, I guess it was, and she like looks up and counts on her fingers. I guess it was 5.
I have a hard time of keeping track of my lies too.
Well,
Oh, that's pretty pointed.
excuse me, I don't
Oh.
understand.
Wait, what?
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you
I
implying
didn't say
that
anything.
I'm lying?
So
I didn't say anything.
what I think my friend is trying to say, and then I walk over to the half of the boat that doesn't have the cauldron in it, that has the bodies in it, and I flip it up and I say, is that we found evidence them sailors were killed by a hag in a cave and not the wizard you so unjustly put to death. Because here be their bodies! And I say it to the crowd as loud as I can for a little guy with an Appalachian accent as a goblin.
And she instantly covers it back up.
The people here
I just see
deserve to
hands.
know the truth.
I just see hands on
Technical hands.
frenzies. It's just like,
You know, I just like to keep it a little creepy in the ambiance.
Yeah.
Nugget's over there having a bath. Nubbin is underneath my desk. Nicole is making weird racial symbols. It's the thing where you look. Oh, I don't know that one. Never mind. It's fine.
But yeah, and I don't even go from here. You just see.
I don't know what's happening. It's like a gang sign.
And so that's why Nicky Cage and John Travolta and no,
And everybody is dead. Everybody's dead.
and everyone clapped.
Oh, everybody here needs to know. The people have a right to know.
Well,
I'm trying to amass
let's-
a crowd.
Let's maybe let's have this conversation in private, because this seems to be some new evidence that we didn't have before. And
Why don't we have?
I was gonna ask can I make an insight check on her motives this entire conversation? Like, just while I've been observing and monitoring her reactions to everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 16.
You get that she's uncomfortable. Very, very tough exterior up to this point. And then as the bodies are unveiled for all to see, you see that break just a little bit.
So I'm gonna approach her and just put my hand on her shoulder peacefully and just be like, "You seem very uncomfortable. I agree. Let's go talk somewhere privately."
Well, that's,
And good.
I was gonna say, well, not every day are we wrong about some of our decisions that we can't take back.
You learn to live with it.
But yes, let's all step inside, and she kind of pushes you all into the church with John on the ground, and then closes the doors behind her. The rest of the guards are outside.
I'd like to stay like a decent distance away from her. I don't I don't believe that she thinks she got it wrong based on what the ferryman told me. I think she's just covering and trying to get us along.
Yeah, I don't trust her either.
I sit on a pew with my thigh master.
As one does.
As
really.
one does. Absolutely. You know, when I'm in church, there's nothing more I need than the Thigh Master. If you haven't seen it yet.
You know, I do pray to a fire power.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, sure. I can't walk into churches. But moving on, as the doors close, and you guys kind of step back away from the captain. So, please, we have a lot to catch up on, and I'm eager to understand. These are the people that we accused the mage of killing. Where did you find them?
In a cave.
With a hag.
And me.
Yeah! We got a new friend! 2 new friends, actually.
That would be an eyewitness.
I did notice that. So, 2 new friends. What are your names? And
I'm Drew. Drew Id Barrymore of the Id line of turtles. I'm not really associated with them anymore, though, so don't tell them I'm here.
fair.
And I'm Ray.
Ray and Drew, welcome. So let's start at the start. You've found a hag, seemingly disposed of it.
We have her in the truck as well.
Found dead bodies,
Yes.
Half eaten.
and you found the cauldrons.
No.
No. There was also
everybody that just said no. Give me a deception check.
Okay.
It ain't that easy.
Little Big is used to telling little big lies. Oh shit.
I want to roll. I can't roll.
I shook my head, so.
I do it 12. Deception.
Plus. Yeah.
I do. Where is it? Where is it? Oh shoot! I saw 11.
I'm gonna roll an insight and just immediately retort back. Why would you insinuate that there would be a cauldron.
You're
There's never
gaslighting
any
her?
mention of it. Yeah, there was never any mention of it being there.
Well,
Like,
because that's what I asked you
in
all
that
to
one.
do.
You asked us to find the bodies.
Oh, well, I
And
wasn't with
cauldron.
these
We
guys. I
found
didn't know
one.
that's what they were looking for. No, like,
And so what did everybody roll in your deception? You got a nat 1,
11.
Dion?
no, my insight was a nat
Oh.
1
Okay.
to try and gaslight her.
The 3 rolls for deception were 16, 18, and 16.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Doc,
I said nothing, so I
I
didn't.
got an 11.
Doc, what did you roll?
18.
Okay. And
Got a
as
so cold poker face.
I'm too
As-
focused on the Thigh Master to give up any clues.
just and you're, I mean, the face I imagine is intense. You're kind of down, like, no, we didn't find anything. As she kind of looks over all three of you, she sees Narak waver a little bit.
We just got a d4 to a roll if we want to add that to that roll.
And you do have a
first.
reroll from Cranky Old Mage and Terror Billy Jean.
want
Thank
to-
you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, what do you guys think?
I said go for it.
Do
I like
it.
that we're all
Do
lying
it.
here.
Also, if you haven't, check out Terror Billy Jean.
Yes.
Streaming Alien Isolation Doom earlier. I'm a terrible mod. I don't know how to do this.
Oh,
I think that's it.
yep.
Nailed
Yep.
it.
First try.
Yeah. So, but they see Narak waver a little bit, and her eyes kind of just narrow. And that's it. Let's take this opportunity to roll on our donations. So
Oh
we're gonna do the $5. We're gonna do one of Cranky Old Mage $10 donation. So we're gonna do one of the $5. Let's go ahead and Narak, go ahead and roll a 1d100 for me, please.
no! Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Where's the...
It's
47?
27,
47!
4, 7.
47.
Look at
Yes.
this screen, I rolled it
37.
on the thingy. 4, 7.
Oh, 97? Why didn't you say so?
Oh, 326? My bad.
Okay, that's good. I like that. So memories become sharp and clear for 1 hour. During this time, each creature in the region adds double its proficiency bonus to intelligence checks made to recall information. Each creature.
Well, hopefully she ain't scrutinizing us too hard. Oh, wait.
And her eyes do narrow as she looks at Narak. Well,
Okay.
So-
We found it, but lost it.
lost it? What do you mean lost it?
While we were trying to transport it, we kind of got a little lost, and the ice in a spot wasn't too solid.
I jump up really quick and say, "Giant zombies!"
And she
That
takes a
actually did happen.
She takes a step back. We got a lot of conflicting information, but
No, the giant zombies stepped on the ice, which made it not so solid while we were lost, and then the cauldron got knocked into it. It all adds up.
I would like to throw in. So is that why there was a big hole in the ice when I found you guys coming out of that cave?
Yep.
Is that what that was from?
hmm
As an attempt to help sell the story a little bit,
It was a whole thing.
since I didn't know anything about
And-
the cauldron.
and you see her face just look of defeat. Well, damn it. That was our last hope for keeping the city alive. Food, we just
You haven't been doing a great job currently.
Well, the hard part is that when the lake freezes over for as long as it has, the knucklebone fish, we can't catch them. And unfortunately, this was our last ditch effort. I see you raising your hand. What?
Have you ever thought of cannibalism?
No, I haven't. We
I've
try
heard
not.
there are some villages that I have visited that managed to get through some really hard times by eating their fellow friends and family.
I've
try
eaten people
not to.
before. It's pretty tasty.
And you do have a fresh body out front.
I'm disgusted by all of you.
What the heck is
Hey,
happening?
I'm not a human. That's normal to me.
But cannibalism would mean that you're eating just really your own kind, right? So you're eating.
I could eat them.
You could eat a turtle. You would eat a hobgoblin. You would eat a goblin.
I'd just eat a little turtle, though. You know, a turtle eenie.
Yeah, thanks, Funzy, for the reminder. Apparently, cannibal content tonight. I didn't anticipate this.
I don't know. I'm having a cannibal with this, but so.
My
I mean, yeah, you could eat peoples. You could do it. I mean, things get tough, but I mean, you're killing enough of your own citizens, like John Travolta here. I'm just gonna cut to it. Like John Travolta here, I suspect that you may have less mouths to feed.
If I'm interpreting you correctly, you're assuming that I killed John Travolta?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think you done used an excuse to kill that wizard, which caused you problems, and then John was on top of it, and you had to get rid of him. And then we came back with the evidence, and now you might not like us very much, too.
The evidence of the bodies?
Mm-hmm.
That helps our cause. I mean, unfortunately, yes, an innocent person lost their life. But it is a big accusation for you to assume that I killed John or the wizard on purpose.
The big accusation that you guys did the wizard about killing these guys when we found them being half eaten by the lady from the. Yeah.
I would like to put her to a Voight Kampf test, please. It's like a lie detector in Blade Runner. I'm sorry. Just being a dork.
Robo. Robo.
How about you show us your blade and we see if it conforms to the wound on Mr. John right there? Looks awfully shiny and clean. Like recently.
Well, I don't know about you, but it is part of my daily routine to just freshen up, polish my armor, and as she does say that, her armor has recently been polished as well. And a good weapon needs to be at its finest at all times. Yeah, and Cranky's asking for Little Big to roll on the chaos. So let's go roll that D100 for the second half of Mr. Old Mage's dono.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I want to know.
I need you to tell me.
It's a 5. It's a 5. I opened my eyes.
Oh, 5. 5.
Just 5. Remember that time I rolled like 1s 4 times in a row?
Yep.
Thought we busted it.
Okay.
Easy, but
Golden light fills a radius, a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on the character in the region, and then fades. That character and their friends in the cylinder gain benefits of the Divine Favor spell.
What's that do?
thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's look that up.
I'm gonna pray to the Google to give me the answers.
Yeah, Divine
roll
Favor
funny.
5e Your prayer empowers you with divine radiance. Until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit. And that's
Dang it.
everybody in the circle.
We're going to combat. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't give ideas.
Yeah, Taylor, I like gabbling. Gabbling. Those damn gabblins.
Man, sharks really do be hitting different these days.
I just motioned to the magic around us. I'm like, look, a sign from the gods. It's time for the truth to be revealed.
And she pulls out her sword.
Oh no.
And holds it out for you to inspect.
Oh, okay.
Look very close. Do I have an essential oil that I can pour on this that would give us like
luminol.
Well, yeah, the luminol in my bag.
No, that's not a thing.
Damn it.
What are you talking about?
No, it's from a flower. It's an essential oil called blumenol.
Yeah, and it's blood.
Can I use?
Thanks,
Can
I
I
hate
use
it.
Can I use my Arcana with an alchemist kit to try and make it out of her essential oils?
I think that's going to be a longer time period than you got in this moment for you to inspect it.
All right.
But I think that could be a thing if you would like in the future.
CSI, wherever the hell we are.
Does anybody want to look at it, or?
Yeah, is that a perception or investigate?
Yeah, I think
or...
perception would work.
Chow. 12.
You see what you saw earlier. So it is brightly polished. It definitely doesn't look like it's been sharpened recently. So it does have some nicks in the actual blade itself.
While she's offering that and you're finding that out, I'd like to try to examine any cloth bits of her armor for blood splatter. That would be harder to clean.
Sure, yeah, she has the... Excuse me. She has the sigil, which... I have it here somewhere. The sigil
It's just the cool ass.
East Haven is a tower with a snowflake. And it's just... it's the ugliest colors, by the way. It is like... So down, it's 3/4, like split in 3 different sections, not 3/4. That doesn't make sense. The top half is like a gray, and then the bottom left is like brown, and then the bottom right is blue. So yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check there. I think I have a handout of the East Haven sigil somewhere.
Oh, I'm really good at perceiving things too. Can I do that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I got a 20 on mine.
I got a rock. See, how perfect does that fit, Dion, here? And everybody's
So
like,
good.
I don't get it.
It's so good. Especially in D&D when you roll like crap and you roll perception. What do you see? I got a rock.
Yeah, so I just showed it to everybody. I guess I could show it to the viewers at home. Or Ginkgo outside my window, apparently.
That's
Come near my window.
that's a really weird ratio of gray versus the other two colors.
Right? Really not.
Why
like,
would you do
appeasing
that?
to-
At least cover the tower.
Yeah, it's not appeasing
Yeah.
to the eye holes.
No.
Is
not
there
the most
blood on it?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
A 20.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Diet 20?
Yes, not a nat.
It offends. How are you looking? Let me ask this. How are you
So-
looking?
What I was hoping for is while she's showing the sword to our Tortillian friend, trying to appease the rest of us with that, I'm being small and little and stealthy. Tried to like sidle up to any cloth bits of her, and I'm kind of scrutinizing as kind of in an obvious way, unfortunately, even though I think I'm being stealthy.
Yeah, I love it. So actually, you do see some blood under like the armpit area and just kind of across the rib cage.
Yeah.
You
Can I
do
sniff
see
it?
some drops there. You want to sniff the blood?
I mean,
Leonin, I'm sure I've got some pretty good sniffles.
You gotta.
I'm gonna distract the person while she's being sniffed by asking her, you say that you take pride in keeping your weapons and armor at its best, but this blade, though you polished it, is chipped and worn down. Why wouldn't you sharpen it before polishing it?
Well, I have the ability to polish it myself. Unfortunately, the sharpening is over at the blacksmith, and they've been a bit overwhelmed recently.
I mean, surely for someone of your rank, you'd get in a quick 5-minute sharpen.
I try not to use my rank to get me special privileges.
and I kind of, while this conversation is going on, like try to get the other three to like splatter, but I'm not actually saying it out loud. Like, yeah.
Imagine you stand behind her and you're like pointing.
Yeah. I'm making it look like she's lifting her clothes up when it's the.
Oh god. Chat, you're the worst.
And then I go sniff John Travolta to see if I can tell if it's a match blood.
Yeah, do you have like special things that let you do that?
I don't know. I'm new. You tell me. You're the DM.
I've never had a lion. What is it?
A Leonin?
Leonin. Yeah, I forgot they changed it all silly.
Or something like that.
It's like instead of a turtle, we'll use a turtle, even though it's a turtle.
Yeah. Don't pick on my turtle.
Instead
I'm
of a
cute.
lion, we're gonna be a Leonin. Rawr.
There we are.
Oh, let's look at
I'm
this.
not-
It's traits.
Thanks. Good sniffers.
I don't see anything about sniffing.
You got good chomping and good out. Meh.
Alignment, slightly awkward. I love it.
Girl,
I
same.
mean, that's all people in here. So
Don't call me out like that.
while you're
Stop.
while you're sniffing, I'm gonna run up to Doc and be like, "Can you tell how fresh
Oh
blood
my
splatter is
God.
too? We got our scent hound on it. Can you tell how fresh blood splatter is? There's some on her sigil."
So Narak, you can smell its blood, and then you get down and smell John Travolta, and it smells like blood. I don't think
Okay.
you have the qualities to tell if they're the exact same
Got
blood.
it.
But-
You just don't want me to win. That's what it is. No,
No,
fine.
not at all. Feel called out.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody, cancel Bob. Oh,
Hashtag ban
chat.
Bob.
and Bob.
I feel like I hate that.
Oh, that's my bedtime. Okay.
But yeah, so you there's blood there, and she doesn't
Like blood.
like it's not a big thing. Your question, Druid.
What?
The question about the sharpening and why don't you just go get it sharpened before you polish it? It's MBD.
Potato, tomato.
Yeah.
Tomato. Got it.
Well done.
Can I insight her with her responses?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like my highest skill. I just want it to work. 16.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And she's not like, she doesn't change demeanor in any way. So you get the idea that the line of questioning hasn't like changed anything. How about that?
Alright.
Doc provide an answer to that question about being able to detect if it was recent blood or not?
I think it would probably follow along the same lines of needing more time, unless Bob would disagree.
Or you gotta like touch it, and that may be weird.
I'm
Just
really good
go
at
up
playing
behind
weird.
her,
Yeah, don't.
Okay,
the
so
awkward touch.
I want to go up and try to introduce her to the Thigh Master.
This
And
is such
in
a
the
terrible
process-
idea.
I'm gonna go up and be like, "Excuse me, man. You've heard of the essential oils, but I need someone of your physique. I mean, you look like you could crush a watermelon with those thighs. But if you use this, it could add that little bit of extra definition. And please come over here." And I try and like escort her over to a pew and be like, "This is how it works." And then while she's standing there, I'm gonna sit. Does she come with? Are you gonna let this happen?
No.
Okay.
Not in any way is this happening.
okay.
Please, how many bits do I have to donate for this to happen?
All right. So she'll reluctantly go with you. How about that? Actually, let's let the dice decide. Do persuasion check.
Okay.
Because
I want to assist and be
this
like,
seems-
this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, this just seems so weird and out of
It's
like
so
left
weird, but
field.
so innocent.
You know, you got to do the persuasion check before you do the perspiration check.
True. So true.
17.
Robo.
Okay. She'll be like, well, I honestly don't think this is the appropriate time. And she'll take her sword and resheath it. Okay, what do you want me to do?
Okay, just come over here, and I'm gonna put my hand where the blood is, and
Please.
escort her over to the pew.
Yeah, please don't touch me.
I guess I could try and walk you through it. All right, sit there, and then I'm gonna kind of walk her through the steps of putting the Thigh Master and using it, while sticking my hand behind my back to Friendon or to
Okay.
Little Big.
Mhm. And while he's doing that, I guess what I'm trying to determine is if it looks like the same amount of congealed as the blood around John. I think that's the actionable thing I might be able to determine.
So as you like move her, it does have congealed blood on your fingers. Like it left the tunic.
Like the right amount of like a couple of, does it seem like to me when I'm looking at it that it's the right amount of like spongy dry that like fresh blood that's a few hours old would have, you know?
Hard to
Because
tell.
I've murdered people.
Hard to tell because one, a body was in a building, and
Yeah.
two, she was outside of a building in the freezing
That's
cold.
fair.
So as you come back into this nice warm building, you could tell it kind of de-thawed.
hmm
I know how to fix this. In the process of explaining to her how to use the Thigh Master, I look at my hand and say, "Oh dear, you're bleeding," and then I'm gonna pull out a cloth and try and investigate where she's
It's-
bleeding.
I will check that. Thank you.
Oh, but back home I was a doctor.
I highly
He's a
doubt
really
that.
good doctor.
And she instantly like rubs. Oh dear! It looks like I may have.
Yeah, don't move too much. You might open the wound even more.
I
Take
guess-
off your armor.
Sorry, you have to buy me dinner first.
Yeah.
I barely know
I
her.
want to insight her.
I didn't know he was a pickup doctor. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Dr. Love over here.
He's part of the spin doctors over here. Terror Billy
Inside
Jean,
of-
$10 donation. Puppies is all
Oh,
it said.
snap.
So we
Puppies.
gotta resolve Robo's $2, Friendon's $5, and now two more $5.
I rolled a 15 insight to her reaction to the wound, quote unquote.
Yeah, not good. I guess I better have the physician go look at this.
Oh, no need. We have a doctor right here.
Not to mention, it clearly must be a new wound because you just said you just went over all your armor and you haven't fought anybody recently, right?
No, I tripped on the way over here. and fell. It hurts really bad, but
You
What did you trip
fell
on?
and bled through armor?
yeah, it was a lot. Well, I think it was
Fascinating.
from my hand, and she'll like quickly hold it in. But I don't want to impose. I think I have all of the information, and we will talk soon. And she stands up to leave.
I put a hand on her and I go, no, you can't move with this wound. Stay here.
And with that, Dion, let's go ahead and roll on that $5 chart. No, let's do Robos. Go ahead and roll on the $2. So 1d100, please.
1d100, please. Something good. 92.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, I'm scared.
All of your hair turns to
Noodles.
pick a. I'll let you pick a color. How about that?
I don't.
Any
I don't
color you
ha-
want.
Oh, I do have hair.
All of your hair. All of it.
Pink. Hot neon pink.
And so as you like go to stop Captain from leaving, instantly you feel this weird like shock through your body, and just any hair and everybody else you can see this. Obviously, Druid, if you have hair that you could see, you would see it turn pink. Everybody else, you just see it turn bright pink. And the captain says, "Oh, that is a bit odd. What? Maybe
I think it's a sign from the Frostmaiden.
It might be. We are dealing with unprecedented times here."
Can I table talk really quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to fight her? Do we want to just
don't
like take her
know.
out right now? I need to know. I genuinely need to know.
I feel like I want to
You're
at least
muted.
subdue her. Oh, sorry, you're muted. I didn't mean to talk over you.
Yeah.
I was just
Get
curious if we've
unmuted.
had a chance to rest.
No.
No, we haven't. I
No.
have 8 health.
I'm gonna say you can actually see me limping the entire time with this.
That's why he's like, does the short rest count on the thigh master or not?
So
Alright.
I'll tell you what. How about this? Because it looks like you want to go and handle your armor. Looks like we're concerned about your wounds. How about we reconvene a little bit and we tell you where we think we might have lost the cauldron? Maybe there's still hope, but we're the only ones with that knowledge, and it would die with us. And I make it kind of obvious what I'm implying.
That's fair. How about you come to town hall and we can plot out our next moves.
Oh, lots of plotting. Lots of plotting.
Why would we meet at the town hall? Couldn't you just meet us at a bar? We can talk.
Oh no, the physician I'll have there. We have one on staff. Arnold is really a great physician.
Wow, it's a shame that cauldron knowledge is never going to get passed to anybody, isn't it?
I don't understand. Are you not willing to meet me there?
Oh, I'm not. I think my turtle friend makes a very good point that being in public would probably be safe, what with all the wanton murders that's been happening.
I feel like you're sidestepping your accusations. If there's something you would like to say, please. I feel like we've been candid up to this point.
Oh, we've been candid. I'm just saying that simply there's a slight level of trust that is lacking, and
Look.
why not meet in public?
Girl
And
boss
keep
to
in
girl
mind-
boss. I think you may have murdered John Travolta, and I get like not wanting to change in front of all these guys, but just for my peace of mind, you and me, we can go on the back. You can show me your wound. If it's there, no harm, no foul. If it's not, though,
I would like to remind you who you are speaking to.
I would like to remind you who you're speaking to.
I am the
I am
captain.
Narak.
I am the captain of the
I-
City Watch of East Haven.
I am best salesman in all of Icewind Dale.
That may be true.
People know me.
And I've heard greatness of your essential oils, but I still do hold a position of power within these walls.
And so I don't understand why you wouldn't want to ensure my peace of mind as a citizen here.
I don't believe you are a citizen, but merely a passer through. And maybe it is your time has become unwelcome.
Tell you what. Let's go our separate ways for now. We'll meet up later, and we'll have our chat, and then we'll be on our way.
That seems fine to me.
I'm just saying you're being a little suspicious. Nugget thinks so too.
Well, tell Nugget that... That's all I
Got the zoomies, I'm sorry.
No, it was awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Nugget, get your shit together. I'm on
God, we're
TV.
streaming, Nugget! Damn it!
God damn it.
I never know what he's doing back there. Sorry.
It's like shadowed enough by my body that you can't really tell what he's... It's fine. Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
shall we set
Let's
a time
meet.
then?
High noon.
High noon tomorrow outside the playground. Be there. Be square.
Is that going to give everybody enough time for a long rest? That's all I'm
Yeah,
concerned about.
Yeah, you're like evening at this point.
Okay.
Well, I will see you at town hall tomorrow then. First thing in the morning.
Aren't you gonna investigate this a little bit more though?
Oh, I will
Better
leave
wrap
that up.
this up.
I will leave that up to the guards that are posted outside.
Okay.
And she'll
Who is
leave.
your
And,
manager?
she'll leave and open the doors, and four of those city guards come in, and they are, you can sit there and watch them for a few minutes, but they are doing what you would expect at a murder scene during these times.
Standard murder scene protocol.
Standard murder scene protocol here
One
in
of 'em.
Icewind Dale crime scene investigators.
One of
Flips
them
out
asked-
their badge.
One of them asked the other, "Oh, what do you think the cause is?" "Oh, we're pretty sure it's the stab wound."
It was the thigh master. John was just really cranking them thighs, and heart
It's like
exploded.
a bad Saw movie.
To that point, Dion, aren't all Saw movies bad?
I didn't say that. You did.
No, there's a new one coming out with Chris Rock that actually looks pretty good.
The first
no.
Saw was good. The first Saw was good. The other iterations of Saw were bad.
I wasn't allowed to see Saw because my parents thought it was gonna make me scared.
Hashtag ban Bob. Why are we banning me again? My controversial Saw opinions?
Because. So do we have a inn that we stay at, or are we? I'm whispering to our guys as we leave. Like, do we have an inn, or like?
You stayed at the Crazy Inn, the White Lady Inn, where you did
We can have
seances.
Dogtight. He seems pretty chill.
Ronaldo was there. Ronaldo was a pretty upstanding
I
fellow.
wasn't sure if Ronaldo was like. Do you think Ronaldo's in on everything too?
No,
You
we're
don't know
More
who
of
to
it just a
trust.
grip.
Hashtag
I
trust
don't
no
know
one.
who to trust. Don't trust Bob. That's for damn sure.
I'm merely
I
the
don't-
conduit for the NPCs. Don't trust the NPCs.
Fair. But yeah, I think we should all get a nap. And yeah, we've had a long day. I know it's been very stressful for all of you. I'm fine. But you guys, you've been through a lot. And I think, I'll take a nap with y'all and we'll reconvene in the morning and kick the shit out
Turned
of
to
that
Drew
bitch.
and I grabbed Drew's hands. Thank you for saving us out there, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
It was just my duty. You guys were all trapped there. And I stumbled upon y'all and rescued you from that hag. I'm so proud of you guys for being so strong.
May I introduce you to the Thigh Master?
Yes, absolutely. And I just go into my shell.
All right, so I say we go to the place and rest.
Can we say the Thigh Master is broken and never coming out again?
She crushed it. Just
Yeah. I'll bring the shake weight back.
Yes!
Ugh.
No,
That was a monkey's paw ass situation, Bob. That was a monkey's paw ass situation.
No, actually, the Thigh Master breaks. It's a feeble attempt. Now I'm gonna work on the arcane version of that ab electroshock belt that you wear.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You just cast shocking grasp every hour.
TBJ's got it right. Bymaster. Okay,
It's really good.
so you guys going back to the White Lady Inn?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a place she probably won't walk into and try to kill us in her sleep?
Probably, but it's just a bunch of pictures of white ladies. I mean, it's weird.
It's kind of weird. Oh. Oh no.
Why? I mean, I don't understand.
Is the
It's
bellhop
horrible.
cute at least?
Everybody's cute, I think. That's how I
Alright.
picture them.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
I love it. Okay, so you guys heading there? It's pretty,
Wait.
like, it's early evening, so probably 8-ish, 6 to 8, sometime in there.
I kind of just like mosey about downstairs though for a second, and I'm just like, what do you guys think of old boss lady over there?
Yeah, so
I
downstairs.
love this. Just,
Sorry, go ahead, Rhaegal.
I was just saying the blood on her armor seems suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, everything about what she said didn't quite add up to me.
She
And-
was... Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She was lying about the wound. I could tell. I mean, I usually can spot a liar when I see one. Like, 100%. I know she was lying.
Have you
I
guys
traded-
talked to her before?
Once, and she seemed nice, but apparently I'm not good at reading people.
Robo.
The ferryman paid some pretty hefty information prices back and forth. We traded some secrets, and I don't know, I seem to trust that shadowy figure more than her, because we were told John Travolta was the only other one in town what knew what she was up to, and he's dead. That's convenient.
Does she have any other enemies? Even though they might not be people we want to be friends with, an enemy of our enemy could be our friend for a moment.
The leads initially did not seem to indicate anybody but John Travolta was aware of what she was up to.
Alright.
Maybe we could ask around this tavern to see if we can get a vibe check, you know?
I was thinking that before bed.
What's the skill check for a vibe check?
Vibe check, vibe check.
My passive vibe score is a 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say down in the lower level, you do see Ronaldo in there. He's not seancing; he's just relaxing. Same kind of look after he did the seance with you all. He's just tired, and you think that's part of the shtick that he has. And then you see
Walk
a
over,
couple
I'll
other.
you're like, Ronaldo, baby!
Hello.
Hi!
You
Oh, we
were
just ran into
here yesterday, right?
I remember you. You were like top tier, 10 out of 10. Best seancer I've ever met. Anyway, guess who I just ran into? Old, App.
Oh, Captain Arglath, yes.
Yeah, what do you think of her?
Well, we don't have too many run-ins with Captain. She seems fine.
Fine.
What do you think of her?
She seems fine. A little
Yeah,
stoic for my taste.
She does seem fine. I agree with both of you. Do you know if anybody doesn't think she's fine around here? Do you think she has any enemies in town, or maybe political enemies? We heard that she might be being targeted, and we was gonna tell her what we heard, but I didn't know who it might be about.
Political enemies? No, not that I'm aware of. She seems well liked by the town. You know, she's put up a good campaign of feeding everybody, I think is what it is. with the rations.
How does she plan on providing that? Just the rations, or?
Well, some talk of this mysterious magic food. I don't know. I try not to listen to some of that nonsense.
You don't believe she'll be able to do it?
I don't believe the false promises of politicians.
Fair.
I'm an accelerationist myself.
Robo.
I apologize. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You're magically inclined, correct? We haven't met. My name's Drew. Drew Barrymore.
Hi, Drew. My name is Ronaldo, and I'm more spiritually inclined.
But do you have I wish I had prestidigitation because I'd make a rainbow appear as I do this, but I just do this because I don't have prestidigitation.
I can do that.
Okay, yeah, I motion to you to do it, but can you do something like? Go ahead.
It's now you, Doc.
Doc, right?
Yeah.
Just imagination.
I'm gonna use my magical tinkering to make a static visual image.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, no, I'm merely a vessel for the spirits to inhabit and speak to the general public.
That's awesome.
It is, but it is a bit exhausting sometimes.
Well, I was gonna say, if you were magically inclined, were you aware of a cauldron or whatever that she's trying to find?
I've heard the rumors, but again, I don't put much weight into that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you're more spiritual, I guess. That makes sense.
Right. He does that awkward agree with you right.
Yeah, my bad.
Spiritual. So what? I thought you were all going to be pushing on through East Haven and not stay too long.
We got word that there was some problem with some sailors, and we got kind of roped into helping the town figure out what happened with them.
Oh.
And yeah, we saw some things out there.
Interesting. What did you see?
Trying to think if I would trust this information with anyone at this point.
Giant zombie.
Oh.
I jump up and yell, "Where?"
Or skeleton.
A
or
giant. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can I assume it's up at the old hot springs?
Oh, was the Hex Cave by the hot springs? I don't remember. Out of character.
Yeah, they were hot springs that kind of went cold, and that's where the giants would go to.
Right, and we saw their bones under the ice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they was the now frozen over hot springs. We saw some skeletons of them giants, and then a couple just kind of rose up.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How did they do that? For my own curiosity,
They had legs.
Yeah, they stood right up.
Oh, wait. He kind of scratches his head. Were they alive?
Mm-mm.
Well, they were moving, but they weren't living. They were skeletons,
Oh, we call that the undead.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Robo.
Yeah, that'd be right. They was undead.
So interesting. And he sits forward in his chair at this point. What was in that cave? I mean, what would cause? I mean, typically what happens with the spirits in the afterlife is that, much like me, there's a vessel that brings them back to our plane. Was there something doing that?
Yeah, there was a hag. She took me prisoner and had me tied up in there, and they found me. Like,
Mhm.
I screamed for help, and they came and rescued me.
He's totally not like he doesn't care about the second part of what you said. He's like, a hag, you say? Interesting.
Yeah.
What? I wonder what kind of. So you all seem magically inclined. Do you think it was some kind of spell that she used?
That's
I
outside of
mean-
my pay grade.
When she died, it died.
Maybe they're linked some way. Do you think that could be it?
That's what we assumed.
Yeah.
Well, would you take me back there?
No.
Oh,
Probably not. We could tell you where it was.
yes, I would love that.
I would make sure that you bring people with you, though. It wasn't necessarily safe.
Safe. What else was there? I thought you.
Our friend died.
Oh no. Did they rise again like this giant?
No, Hag was dead at that point.
Oh shit, do you think he might come back?
Maybe we should go there together.
I don't know that we have time to go there again.
I'm not sure why you want us to go with you. I mean, we could tell you where it is.
I'm not much of a fighter. I can barely protect myself, and if the undead are rising, I need somebody of. And he looks at the entire party. Your caliber. I don't have much in way of money, but it would be more of a spiritual conquest.
So we'd be doing it for exposure to the elements.
Or free is what I would call it, but
So, why don't we just do our thing that we have to do tomorrow in the afternoon, and then we can just, like, take him there, deliver him back home, because it only took, like, what, an hour to get back, right, Bob?
Don't
Am I-
remember.
yeah, about there. It wasn't too long.
Yeah, so it's only like an hour. So if we run an hour there and then like drop them off at the gates and keep going on our way, because like obviously you do remember we were not going to be here long, or at least they were, but I'm with them now, so we collectively. So like we don't want to stay here any longer just because of you. No offense, we got things that we all need to do and it's kind of important, but like we can do this quick and drop you off and then we gotta go.
Should we consult the spirits of the things you have to do that are so important?
I prefer not.
Oh.
I want to go to bed.
Well, not to be rude, but you came and talked to me. I'm sorry that, your interesting stories have piqued my interest.
Yeah, but we can like meet up tomorrow about this. It's been a long day.
Sure, yes. What time?
After high noon, we got something at high noon.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe like 2?
Two-ish?
Can I ask what plans you have for tomorrow? Maybe I could
We
help.
have to.
We're meeting old Cap.
Oh, Captain Arglath.
Yeah,
Well,
we're probably
trying to
gonna
get
die.
Kind of a vibe about her.
He
Yeah.
notices all of you talking at one time, and he's like, "A vibe? What in death? I must know more."
She and I just two boss babes. Sometimes don't get along. Yeah.
Many times, many people don't get along. But what did she do? Because and he'll look again at the party and go, you all seem to be upstanding citizens, and hearing the stories from Kaer Koenig and what you did to help Trovis out.
What were your thoughts of John Travolta?
Oh, he seemed he was a bit on the other end of the spiritual spectrum than I was. Many people believe that the rime of the Frostmaiden is what's really causing this winter, but I think it's because there is something unsettling that needs to be taken care of. He thinks it may be a deity. I think it may be something something that died recently. But
Ooh.
it's kind of like a horseshoe. The spectrum is, if you will. whereas religion and my spirituality kind of intersect at the same part, but we are at the opposite ends.
So what do you think is going on with all that? You said you think it's from something dying recently?
Yes, and so I've been communing with a lady in white, if you remember from our last visit. She seems to be unsettled by the, and he'll air quote, by all of the religious sacrifices that have been made to the Frostmaiden. And he thinks that they're she thinks they're unnatural for some reason. I'm not quite sure, but it is. The cats are awesome.
I know they're having zoomies. I'm so sorry, Nugget. Get your shit together, boy.
But I think that's contributing to the problem and not helping. What do you think is happening?
Foul play.
Foul play. Ooh.
Did you know that John Travolta's been murdered?
Murdered?
Yeah. In cold blood.
He kind of sits back, less excited about the conversation.
Just a couple hours ago.
Interesting. I mean, I hate to see anybody, lose their life. But do you have any leads of who might have done it?
Yeah.
And smart enough character. Maybe that's why you're going to see the captain.
Yeah. I just I'm doing
And he'll lean in real close. I did suspect Zan was executed incorrectly.
Would you say this guy's a commoner?
Yeah.
I look into his eyes with my own eyes of pain and suffering and despair, and there's just that Doe in headlights Frodo Baggins close-up moment with him, and I just go, please help us in any way that you can.
What kind of assistance would you need?
Whatever you can do.
Well, I don't think I have the strength tonight, but tomorrow, if you help me, I can help you. We can maybe summon John and see what happened.
High noon at the town hall.
I think maybe we wake up in the morning, we send a message that we're going to delay that meeting a bit. We do what we got to do to talk to John and then have the meeting.
Why don't we just get up really early and do it so we don't have to delay the meeting and raise suspicion with this lady?
Yeah, we should be able to get a long rest in between, actually. That's fair.
I think high noon wasn't really sad, so it's kind of just like whenever you show up at town hall.
Okay, that's fair then. All right, perfect.
I really like high noon.
Then high noon was set, and it's a firm time and.
Okay.
And we're gonna meet at 10.
I don't think we want to raise suspicion with this lady, though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
She's on to us, and I don't think we want to add to that.
Wait, how would she be on to you?
I don't know.
Legit, just straight up accusing her? You essentially said, I know what you did last summer.
Let's do that tomorrow morning.
Yes, let us all get some rest, and we will try to summon John.
Where do you want to meet? Back here?
Oh, back here, yes. This seems to be a neutral spot for... Well, how about this? What if we meet at the church? That might have the strongest...
Is that better for summoning?
It might have the strongest connection, yes.
I'll take your lead on this. You know more about it than I do.
If I help you, you help me. You will take me.
Deal's a deal.
I mean, if we don't get killed by the town guard, yeah.
At the very least, I'll help you, and I'll reach out to shake his hand as a kind of a agreement.
I ain't got no problem going back, and I put my hand out with you towards him.
And my club, and I put my hand forward.
And then he puts his hand on top of all yours, and with our power combined,
Go planet!
Captain Planet. Hell yeah.
So, one thing I forgot the last time we did a journey, which would have helped, is my ranger has Natural Explorer, which means I can only get lost by magical means, and my proficient terrain was the Arctic, so we should be able to like make decent work of bringing him back. I've suddenly remembered I'm a ranger this morning.
Fair. I've forgotten what I am every day.
Remember that time I got some damage from going the wrong direction?
yeah.
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what you're talking about.
Thanks, Little Big, for that. I'll be honest, I don't remember any of your character stuff. So
That's fair. I forgot I had it too. I'm so focused on just being a murder hobo with this character that I forgot I could do other things.
okay, yeah. So, sleepy time.
Let's go take a nap!
How?
Hey, wait. Just as an aside, Bob, don't listen. Where do we put the cauldron?
We've got it in a boat covered right now with the bodies. So we I think we brought it with us because we were dragging it through town enough to show the bodies. So I guess it's with us parked here somewhere,
Yeah.
covered in tarp.
I would imagine I would have like tried to take it to my room or something.
Make
Bodies.
sure I just want to make sure it's secured is the thing.
That's good thinking.
You took the bodies to your
Boss
room?
babe. Take the bodies to the room.
Maybe we
Take the
should
bodies to
have,
the room.
maybe we do
The
a quick
bodies to
detour
the
back to the boat. I don't know. Cover nightfall, you know.
Okay.
I just say we keep with it. I'm pretty well rested, so I can sleep a
Okay.
little less, and I can keep a watchful eye on it.
So So where did you put the boat with the bodies and the cauldron?
No, we're gonna keep the bodies in Cauldron, I guess.
I don't think you're gonna get a boat into a inn. That might be a bit weird.
Right.
I tell you what, y'all, I didn't take any damage during this. And Tortle, I forget your name, new friend. What is your name?
Drew Id Barrymore.
I knew that. I just wanted you to say it because it's wonderful.
I know.
And so Drew, you and I, since we're all right, how about we send our friends upstairs and you and I, we go bury this boat in the fucking snow.
I'll go help.
Oh, thank you,
I'm gonna
Ray.
go take a nap.
I need a nap.
Anybody wants to help me, we'll go bury that boat in a mound and we'll put a marker near it so we know where to go. How about that?
It's out my night routine skincare essential oils. Patches up all the wounds.
Did I take a point of exhaustion from one of those sub rolls, donation rolls?
Oh,
I think you did.
Or was that
Maybe.
before I had to
Probably.
switch characters? I think
you
I
took
think it was-
exhaustion
I thought that
from
was
us
me.
getting lost.
Yeah, I think that was your current character on the way out. I think.
Yeah. Well,
So that would be negated,
If he rests.
if I rest, yeah.
because of the ranger factors, the Power Rangers,
Well, we
Ranger
don't.
powers.
Yeah, we don't. We're not gonna play that game. You forget your stuff. You forget it. There's no retroactive.
Fair.
Either way, I'm
Dropping
gonna go
fat
help.
beats.
If there's enough time for sleep afterwards, that's fine. I would rather be exhausted
Okay.
as a character.
Okay. So you guys were talking to Ronaldo for probably 20 minutes. It's about 8:20ish. It's not full dark yet. Do you want to give
Just-
it time, or are you heading straight out on the boat now?
Dusk is when I do my best work, Ray. What do you say? Dusk in the night? We
Let's go.
drag this? Yeah.
Let's go now. No point
Alright.
wasting.
Yeah, I'd like to get it to where we want it to go before it gets so cold and dark. Like
Yes.
bury it right at nightfall. Sound good, Ray?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Nightfall. So
Like
about 30 minutes.
Yeah, like tread that line, dusk to nightfall.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And so Funsies, Narak, Druid, and Little Big, your rooms were comped by Ronaldo. He kind of has like a block of rooms.
I knew I liked him.
And you guys rest peacefully. But let's go to the split party. 30 minutes go by, you guys probably drinking, maybe, I don't want to assume. Just hanging out in the bar. 30 minutes go by. As you exit the bar, the boat is still there, but it's uncovered and there's nothing in it.
Some bitch, right? We done been had.
Yet.
Shit.
Do we wake everybody up, or we should probably deal with this now?
Oh.
Anything of the prints around?
Yeah, I think you and I need to find out what we can find out before we wake our injured friends.
Yep. So I'm gonna look for footprints on the ground and snow tracks. Because surely this thing left a divot as it was being dragged or something around.
Okay. Absolutely. I'm not even going to make you roll.
Sweet.
I'm not even going to make you roll. That's how obvious it is. Let's find out, where is that?
So we're at the White Lady Inn, right? That's where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll draw that line for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, sure does look like something very obvious happened here, right?
There does. I'm reloading roll 20 because my sucks. There we go. Now I see the line.
Yeah.
So I want to start following it. Just to see how far it goes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it goes from the White Lady Inn to the town hall.
Does it go like straight up to the door of this town hall? Like, did they like have no couth?
Yeah. So again, they left the boat, but you see that there was body drag marks into a carriage, and that carriage goes all the way to town hall. And then
carriage marks.
Then in the back, you see that carriage parked, but there are no bodies in the carriage. Also, I do gotta take a moment to shout out Travis Savoy at Bandcamp for this soundtrack. It's the Icewind Dale soundtrack. He did just release the Tomb of Annihilation soundtrack. But it's solid and amazing, and he's great. So if you haven't yet, go check him out. But yeah, empty carriage at the back of town hall. And where that is, it's like it comes to an L where there's a side door, back door, if you will, into town hall itself.
Well, sure does look like, I don't know, this is enough evidence that whatever happens tomorrow ain't gonna be good at the very least, and our suspicions are probably correct about all the subterfuge. I say we go back, we let our friends sleep, we ain't gonna be doing nothing tonight.
Yep.
Okay.
We may as well get some rest ourselves and make sure that they know first thing in the morning. But I'm glad we decided to try and get in contact with that John Travolta fella.
Yep.
Because this isn't going to be fun tomorrow, is it?
No. No, this is going to be bad. Everything we thought. Yep.
I'm going to go back and get a drink before I go to bed. Get another one.
And it is dark. You do see that there are patrols. Town hall does appear in the front. You see little bit more activity than you normally see. Back was pretty empty. And it does appear that the City Watch has beefed up a bit.
Yeah, so we're going to be walking into a death trap tomorrow, and we don't even have our collateral of the Cauldron anymore. We fucked up.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You could just light the town hall on fire.
Oh, you know what?
All
I
these
think
guards around.
now more than ever, John Travolta showing up is important because the townspeople do seem to like and trust Ronaldo. So if we could pack the White Lady with folks to witness John Travolta coming back, maybe that'd bolster our cause. Because I'm telling you right now, I got a feeling we're just gonna get run through by city guards in the morning.
It's not gonna be good.
It's either that or we need to leave, like in the dusk or in the middle of the night.
We're committed. I need to know.
Oh, I don't want to die.
I'm not afraid of death, but
Death does not scare me.
That's fair.
I'd want to avoid it. But
I think we can do it.
it sounds like we've gotten ourselves into a situation, and we should try to see it through.
It'd be the right thing to do.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head back.
Okay. So you all head back, grab a drink or two before bed, go to sleep. Night goes off without a hitch. Y'all are... Any exhaustion is removed. All hit points, all spell slots are returned to normal. And as you head downstairs, you see Ronaldo has everything packed up. He has a little backpack ready to go. And it's almost like he's on pins and needles waiting for you to descend these stairs. Hello, are you ready?
Is everybody else down here?
Yeah, I show up.
They have told me everything, and I'm very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure we told them
Kill
before we
me.
started.
Shh.
Yeah, reading the room, he's like, did you all not have a good night's sleep?
I had a great sleep. It was when I woke up that we found out some bad news, but
Yep.
We lost our... Oh, go ahead.
I'm
We lost our only bargaining chip.
I'm sorry.
Boss babes, don't steal from other boss babes!
What seems to have gone missing? Maybe I can help you find it.
Our bodies.
Excuse me.
I'm not gonna
bodies.
elaborate. Let's go.
There seems to be a lot I don't understand, but okay. Off to
I'm
the
still
church.
figuring it out too, sir.
Okay, so as you all head out from the inn, Ronaldo, almost like he's got a hitch in his step. And it's a tough pace to keep up with. He's very bimbly.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he was pretty spry with the seances.
Yeah.
Hey, slow down a bit. I'm a turtle, you know.
Oh, I apologize. Sometimes my excitement gets the better of me. I forgot my manners.
I just keep walking past him as we keep going on our way, going da 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 da.
And so he'll hold this step a little bit. So, tell me more about this bodies that you've lost.
Well,
I don't know much about them, but they were
I'm not
important.
ready to discuss it right now. Let's talk to John. And I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
she's a mite upset, and I mean, do you mind if we tell him? It might be helpful with the seance later if he knows more about what's going on.
That's fine. You guys tell him I'm walking.
That's fair. And then I'll fill him in on. At this point, like, we ain't got friends in town, so what's the harm in telling this guy? Is that fine with everybody?
I
I'm
need
okay
to
with
learn the story, so I'm just gonna sit there and listen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll basically lay out everything, including the ferryman. No, because the ferryman said not tell anybody about him. So everything but the ferryman, basically.
It cuts to propeller sound over the whole story's just rehashed.
Yeah.
I would be careful heading into what you would think is a trap, right? Today, I can't be entirely sure that the seance will work, but I will do my best.
Well, I appreciate any help in that regard, because if we can get some people on our side with all this, without our evidence, unfortunately, maybe we could get people walk into that town hall and take the evidence back. If it's still there, if they ain't burnt it or chopped it up.
Yeah, I agree. I think whatever we can do would be best. If these people really are doing what you say they are, it needs to be corrected.
All right, well, let's go find you that cave.
John first.
Yes.
John first, priorities.
Yeah,
Oh,
John,
that's right.
Cave.
Okay.
And as you approach the church, it is empty. There are no guards posted. Nothing's blocked off. Nobody in there. As you open the doors, you do see the blood stain from where John was where he was murdered, but no body. It hasn't been cleaned up. And Ronaldo gets all of his, takes his backpack off, gets everything laid out, candles, different bowls with, stuff inside of them, hard to tell. Here, come join. And he almost said, motions in a circle that you all would just please take hands and just be quiet. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Ooh.
I do want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We did not get to the donations of Friendin or Terror Billy Jeans. I apologize for that. It just didn't fit narratively. Either Friendin or Taylor, if you want, we can hold them for the next Icewind Dale game, or I can push them to the Descent into Avernus game, which is Wednesday. So I'll leave it up to both of you. I'm sure we can either talk about that.
Tell you what,
later.
for mine, dealer's choice. If there's a good narrative moment to drop it in, use it.
Hell yeah. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Let's find some new people out there. We're gonna do indoor adventures. I hope they haven't been going too long. They are offline, of course. This is the worst. Everybody starts and ends at the exact same time.
Yeah.
As we do.
I did some experiments on some tabletop streams in different groups, like starting later, and sometimes it actually worked out. Like starting real late was good a couple times, but it requires a commitment.
Yeah, it does. I'm too old to really do anything.
I get
later than that.
Time zones can really impact that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see who we got out there. I don't know if anybody in chat. Let's listen to quests and chaos. They haven't been going too terribly long, so I think that might be good. Are they at break? Yeah, they must be at break. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Quests and chaos. I do want to say again, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. And everybody for all the support you give, everything that's out there. Be sure to check out these fine, lovely streamers we have here. Again, Substances Used, Homebrew RP, Here for Funsies, and Friendin. Be sure to check them out and give them a follow. Show them the love that you show here. And then everybody else in the community, just keep paying it forward. So we're going to go ahead and go now. Thanks, everybody. Bye.